Good morning, or whenever you're watching this. Hello, happy day. Soul Coach Michele here. And A, I am loving, I just so it's only been 3 months since I got a new computer. Um, so I got a new computer at Christmas, and it's taken me 3 months of like trying to make sure one I wanted to get out of Mercury retrograde before I opened the box. Then it was like I had a ton of other stuff going on. Like I had to migrate my website to a new platform. So it kind of got a little crazy. But now it's all set up and I'm so pumped. This is the first video I'm doing with my new MacBook Pro. And I am so pumped because the camera is so much better. Like I feel like I should probably go put makeup on. And like I do have I have this ring light that I got like a year ago. No, more like I think it was like in November. Anyway, I got it and I guess I should start using it because the lighting is not super awesome and it's really apparent now that my camera's better. So I will probably be doing that too, playing with stuff. But anyways, the reason we're here today is I posted something on Facebook and Instagram yesterday because yesterday was the daylight saving. Oh, look at that or that. I don't know what that was. So I've set up my I set up my thing. So I wonder if I do this, will it make a heart? Oh, look at that, y'all. That's fun. Okay, totally off topic. Sorry. Okay, so today, if you're looking at the calendar or if you're watching this in the future, today is Monday, March 11th. And yesterday was daylight savings time. So it was today's the first work day that we all are kind of entering into the world into daylight savings time. If you're anything like me, I effing hate daylight savings time. I think it is dumb as crap. It was created, I want to say, back there's a couple of different origins of daylight savings time. One is something like back when we were all farmers, it like elongated the day, which I don't really understand because as someone who is like a total novice gardener, and I've been a novice for decades, so I'm not like one of these people, like I'm not a big gardener because I'm more of a kitchen witch than I am a green witch, or hedge witch. But I do like to have my herbs and things on hand and veggies, and you really can't start planting them till April or planting them till April because of the freezes and all that business. So I think that was kind of garbage. I mean, I don't know, because by the time summer rolls around and you're outside farming, I'm thinking it's already a longer day, so it shouldn't matter. But what I also heard was there was some sort of it was created to save on energy bills, which I guess is good now because every penny counts and all that business. But either way, I think it's crap. I think a lot of you think it's crap. And it would be awesome if our government and all the governments of the world could just be like, you know what, screw daylight savings time, because it wreaks havoc on our circadian rhythms. There have been studies done that there are like way more accidents in cars, like people getting in accidents within that first week of daylight savings time because people are overtired. I know I am tired. I didn't sleep good last night because like you're just off, right? It's almost like having jet lag, but you didn't get to go anywhere fun. So with that said, I wanted to kind of come in and from a perspective of like the woo-woo, just kind of talk about like what can those of us who are HSPs, highly sensitive people, intuitives, woo-woos, the people that kind of like are extra sensitive to changes like this, changes in the rhythms of nature and the cycles of nature. And we feel the moon, we feel the sunbursts, the solar flares, or the upcoming eclipse season, if you're watching this in March of 2024. But this will be applicable in the future. Like anytime you see, this could come up, daylight savings time in the future. But these tried and true tips are not just for right now. They're going to be good for you anytime we have a change, whether it be where we lose an hour like now, or we fall back and gain an hour, in I think it's November. So usually the second Sunday in March is when we have to switch to daylight savings time. Hopefully in the near future, I will be able to come on and have a video that's like we all do a dance party because they get rid of it, and we all decide to act like Arizona and just not participate, which I would totally be down with. But for now, this is how we're going to do it. So much like you, I can't stand it because you lose an hour. Like there's this cute little place that's down the street. It's finally getting warm enough where you can sit outside, even with a coat on. And there's this cute little, UK style place down the street from us that just reopened recently, and you can go and get like your afternoon tea or like a morning English breakfast and all that kind of stuff. But like they close at 2. And so yesterday, by the time we realized what time it was 2. And we're like, oh man. So, and then of course, today getting up, it's dark out instead of it being light, how it has been. So how can we as HSPs, like where it affects us a lot, really navigate this with more ease? Like that's one of my roles, I feel, as a soul coach, leaning into your soul purpose and learning really how to tap into your divine energy and your divine nature to create a more flowing experience as we go through this, because we can't change our situation. Like, could I sit down and say, I'm just opting out of daylight saving time? Sure. But as I am one of these people that does things by appointment, whether it be a group thing like my Celestial Soul Circle or individual readings or soul reconnection consultations, if I'm doing any of those things, they are all by appointment. So like on Friday, I have like a list of like people that I'm seeing. And if we just opted out, they'd have to figure out like what in Michele land time is it so that we can match everything up, which there is nobody, like my calendar is not going to translate that. So it's just like any other situation. It's something where we kind of go, okay, I'm going to acknowledge that it's real. I'm going to accept that it's what's going on. And now I can take action to decide, how am I going to deal with this? Or how am I going to choose to experience this so I can manifest a better experience for myself? Okay, so what can we do? So I addressed this on my social media yesterday, and I got a lot of like comments and thank yous. And so I wanted to put this into a video because I think it's really helpful. So like I said, when the time changes, and by the way, if you're here, finally the lawn guys are here. I'm so excited. So if you hear the droning in the background, that's what's going on. I'm hoping you can't. But anyways, so let's just start with acknowledgement. Like, let's work through that process. Acknowledgement. We're going to acknowledge it and say, yeah, you know what? Daylight saving time sucks. I kind of love the meme that I shared. Where I'll just share it with you because I am a huge fan of Princess Bride. I don't know about you, but let's see. I don't know what it's doing. I'm just transferred and migrated, but so screen sharing was canceled. So yeah, we're not going to do that because I don't have time now. But kind of just sharing the fact that it was a picture of I forget the guy's name, the one who like the 6-fingered man that Indigo Montoya is always after. I forget his character's name, but he's there, and it's like when he has Buttercup's love, and he's like sucking the life out of him, and it says, "We've just sucked 1 hour of your life away. How do you feel?" And that was kind of my meme for yesterday. So that said, let's take some acknowledgement. It sucks, right? It sucks. Daylight saving time sucks. I've just spent about 5 minutes going on about how much it fucking sucks. And pardon me, YouTube, I'm just going to swear one time. I think, maybe, who knows? But anyways, we're going to just kind of say it sucks. And we're going to accept it because it is what it is. And once we can say it is what it is, we can be really powerful because we can say, you know what, I'm going to choose how I'm going to deal with it. So here are I got about 3 things and some affirmations for you. So the first thing is like, get that ugh out of your system. Yeah, it sucks. Don't dwell on it. Take, your 10 minutes of bitching and whining and get the ugh out of your system. Look at all the memes. And by the way, don't use the share meme. That's for November. But like all the memes about how we're losing an hour and it flipping sucks. So just get it out of your system. Okay. Because then you can say, okay, it is what it is. Let's move on. So, what I would encourage you to do from a physical perspective is get out into the sunlight as soon as possible. Maybe, when you wake up in the morning, open your window or open the blinds. Maybe not open your window, it's kind of chilly still, but open the window so that you can get some sunlight on your face. Soak up that vitamin D right away so that you can feel like, okay, it's morning. I'm going to go, and that way your body, the receptors of light in your eyes, in your body will start to reset that circadian rhythm right away just by sheerly being in the light. Another thing to do, and I think this is really important because when we switch our time clocks, it just throws us off kilter. And one of the things, well, some of the things we can control are the schedules we keep. Like, I don't know about you, but a lot of my clients, and I recommend this for most of my clients, we kind of figure it out if they're kind of the random person who this doesn't work for. But I subscribe to David G's RPM morning routine, which is Rise P Meditate. So I recommend, if you are an RPMer or a morning meditator, morning journaler, morning routine, or morning ritual person, make sure, especially today, this week, moving forward, because it's going to be challenging because you're going to be like, I want to stay in bed an extra 10 minutes. Just make sure you get up. Like, if you get up at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock, whatever you're like, that morning time that you get up and you spend that 30 minutes to an hour with yourself, reconnecting with your soul, reconnecting with spirit, doing your gratitude practice, journaling, getting your energy ready for the day. Maybe you're tapping, whatever it is that you're doing in the morning, make sure that you do that, resetting your energy for the day, setting your intentions, communing with spirit, communing with soul, all that kind of stuff. Make sure that you continue to do that. You get up, even if you feel like crap. Okay, get up and do it, because that will, again, much like the getting into the sunlight, opening the shades, getting in the sunlight, it reminds your body, okay, this is what we're doing. And it makes that habit better. And it helps your circadian rhythm get back on track faster. And then complementary to that is your pre-sleep routine. So, like, how they say 30 minutes before bed, make sure you kind of like put down the screens, turn off the television, maybe have a cup of tea with some chamomile with a teaspoon of honey so that your blood sugar stays stable through the night. Maybe doing some meditation at night, clearing your energy from the day. Maybe making a list of like anything that's still kind of floating around your brain that's causing maybe even a low level of anxiety or a high level of anxiety. Try and get it all out, do a brain dump, whatever it is you do before you go to sleep. Maybe some stretching, a little bit of PM yoga, whatever that is, make sure you do that too. And make sure that even though the time has changed, you're going to bed and you're staying on track with your bedtime on the clock, not on what you feel it should be. So like last night, if your bedtime is 10 o'clock, make sure when you went to bed when the clock's at 10 o'clock, not at 9 o'clock when you feel like, I think, what was it? So what time? It would have been like right now it's like 11. So it would have been 10. So 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So like make sure, even though you're maybe not tired at 10 because it's really only 9, but you go to bed at 10 normally, make sure if the clock says 10, you're going to bed or you're starting to get ready. Like whenever that is, do it according to the clock so that your body immediately can kind of get used to like, oh, it's time for bed. Let's get going. Because the better your sleep, the better you can navigate this time change. And also, I am a huge fan of refraining from like alcohols and sugars and stuff like that for highly sensitive people, because they do disrupt your cortisol levels and things like that more heavily. And plus, I think when you're highly sensitive to just in general, you're going to be like, sugar is such an upper. It really is going to mess with you. Honey is good because it's a slow kind of sugar, and it, like the natural kind, not like, the manufactured kind. And teas and things like that, make sure you don't drink a lot of caffeine. If you're a coffee drinker, try to refrain from drinking caffeine after, say, 10 a.m. so that your body can regulate itself better. Stuff like that. Those are things I have found helpful. I don't even do caffeine anymore. I drink cacao every day, which I love, and it has a different different chemical in it than caffeine that kind of gives you that boost, but it doesn't have the same effects where it binds to your sleep receptors and kind of interrupts like when your circadian rhythm that way. That's a whole other thing. You should look that up. But and plus you get to drink chocolate every day, and I'm happy about that. So all of that, and then also remember from more of a woo perspective, more of like a soul connection perspective, let's affirm some things. Remember, like when we are, if we're going to manifest our circadian rhythms back into balance, part of that is shifting from that ugh mentality, that oh my god this sucks mentality, to remembering that our body is a miracle. And since this is a circadian rhythm body experience, our bodies are miracles. We have to acknowledge that instead of resisting it and being upset with our bodies and upset with the clock and upset with the fact that everything is not going the way we want it to. Because the fact is that we can change that. So instead of being in resistance to what is, we kind of lean into being grateful for the miracle that our bodies are, the adaptability, the neuroplasticity of our brains, the adaptability of our bodies, and the miracle healing that we can do around the circadian rhythms, right? So one of the things that I posted yesterday were some affirmations. So I want to read them to you. So maybe you can just take a minute, inhale, exhale. Okay, and just kind of listen and say to yourself, repeat after me. My body knows how to regulate itself. My body regains balance easily. I am like water. My mind, body, and soul flow back into alignment with each other and the cycles of life with ease and grace. We'll do that one more time. Take a good inhale and exhale. My body knows how to regulate itself. My body regains its balance easily. I am like water. My body, mind, and soul flow back into alignment with each other and the cycles of life with ease and grace. And one last time. Inhale and exhale. My body knows how to regulate itself. My body regains its balance easily. I am like water. My body, mind, and soul flow back into alignment with each other and the cycles of life with ease and grace. Inhale and exhale. And just know that your body is a miracle and it is perfect in every way as it is. And your rhythms will align as they should as soon as you are willing to let go of all the resistance and start doing some practices that support yourself instead of kind of being upset with yourself, kind of being upset with what is out there, and instead honoring the fact that your body and how it works is a miracle and it knows how to heal itself, and doing the things that help support your body to realign and rebalance itself as we head into daylight savings time. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this, I wanted to come on and do like a quick video, 20 minutes later, a quick video on doing, taking care of ourselves in that daylight savings time. Plus, we just went through a new moon. We're heading into eclipse season. It's a great time to really do the self-care, do the things that support the body and the mind and the soul, and just honor your beinghood. Just honor your spiritual being having or spiritual being having a human experience. You can tell I haven't slept really well, and all of that kind of thing. And a quick note, if you are not subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so that you know when I post a new video. And if you're not already on my newsletter list, go ahead and check out the link in the description. It's totally free. I send it out monthly with a little energy note and some of the best content that I've made, whether it be videos or blogs throughout the month previous, so that you can catch up. And that's really it. So I hope that this was helpful. And I love you so much. And may your daylight savings time flow you back into balance as quickly as possible. Love you. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.